It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
54, Mike.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Perkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Yellow. On the line. 15. Hey, come on, El. Bravo. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. Listen. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 53. Check 53. Line, sweetheart. Go. Check nickel.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a carry for Brown. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Looking to run with Mack. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So with fourth down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
This is fielded at the goal line. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Brissett on 3rd and 2. He's got Jack Doyle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Here we go. 44. Here we go. Tighten up. Tighten up. Fast. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
First down, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the Colts first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Brissett. And he fires one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On the
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Purcell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Line 54. Exit. Yellow. Mike 54. Mike 54. It's a long day. It's going to be a long day. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Brissett to throw on first. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Brissett, and that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And this is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again, it's Brissett. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Brissett now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Brissett again. Campbell making the catch. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Mecole Hardman the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
What we got? Watch it.
They'll go again here with Matt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
First down. It's Mack. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready? It's not a wolf. Mike 50. Here I come again. There you go. Check 43.
Now a carry for Pirine. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Watch the end. 22, check, over. 22, check, over.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. It's free. Checkpoint. Switch.
Here's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 20.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On the stop, Breeland speaks. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielding just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Check, 54, 54. Hey, tight down. There you go. Whip.
On 1st down. It's Williams. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the Colts 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen and McCoy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Watch the...
Here's Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He gets it to Sims, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's got it to Hilton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. High 7. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. I got wide. Check 3. 22, check. Bomber. 22. Check. Bomber. Here we go. Check.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Switch it. Mike 50. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, here's Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Mike's 50. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's get it.
At the 6-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now on fourth down, is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert 3, alert over. Alert 3. Go. Come on, 44 is mine.
Brissett now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brissett, and he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Come on, let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A give to Williams, running right. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Williams, the ball carrier. Justin Houston on the stop. That's a gain of 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. First down, Brissett. They'll have a first down past the 40, and that's complete. It's Sims. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Brissett on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. From the red zone now, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, check four.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles David.